Hey guys, welcome to the Journey podcast. This is episode, I don't know, maybe 11, maybe 12. Um, Today we have DJ Skids with us, finally. She's here. We got Enviro again back, and we also have BionicBronc. So, yeah, welcome everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us and joining us. How's everybody doing today, huh?
Doing good, doing good.
Pretty good.
I mean, I'm doing great. I just got Divinity, so I'm happy about
Yeah,
that.
I saw that.
That's awesome.
I saw that.
It's fun run.
Well, so most of y'all should know DJ, hopefully. Hopefully. For those of you who don't know, over here is BionicBronc. He's another Destiny 2 streamer that I've been playing with this week, so you might have seen him in our streams. He's a really good guy, does a lot of raid carries and stuff for people. So if you need a raid, go check out that dude, because he does way more raids than I do.
Nice.
I'm just a casual raid grinder.
Those two words do not go together.
No, it doesn't. And then we also have Enviro. So what's been going on, everybody? How's your all's week as well? What?
My
More?
week is pretty good. Yeah. It's
Yeah?
pretty good. You know, just working. Back to work for, I never really stopped working, so I'm still working from home. Grinding that Destiny,
Yeah.
trying to get it done, get her done trying to get all the exotics that I missed out on when I wasn't playing the game. So I started the Thorn quest. That was fun. Just kind of trying to get through the quest. Got Xenophage, so that was fun. So.
Very nice. Yeah, I should have been more specific and asked what games have you all been playing this week.
I've been pretty much on Destiny 2 all week. I picked up Fall Guys today.
I saw that.
I randomly popped into somebody's stream and they just dropped codes. I was like, well, let's play it. Been having a blast with it though.
Yeah, it looks fun.
But yeah,
Looks
just
like a lot of fun.
doing raids on Destiny 2, running people and getting their anarchies, helping Boot and a couple of them out with it. So,
Mhm.
but yeah.
Nice. I've been obviously playing COD, and I was able to pick up Road Company. Ended up getting a code for my Xbox, and then they emailed me a code for PC. So I gave that to a friend of mine, and so the four of us played that for a couple of hours last night, and then we switched over to COD. So
What is Road Company about?
Rogue
Yeah.
Company.
Rogue.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
Rogue.
I've heard about it.
Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't dove into Valorant at all. So.
Yeah, it's more of a third person shooter rather than a first person.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Phil's trying to make commentary for us too, you know.
Why
I
not?
love it.
Why not?
Love it.
That's good. All right, so
But yeah, that's
okay.
pretty much it. So
Yeah, I pretty much only play Destiny. I mean, so to get into other games, it's tough for me to stop and play other games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been
Right.
playing a lot of Destiny this week. Then I've also played Grounded earlier this week. Do y'all know what Grounded is?
I've heard about
Yeah.
it. I haven't been able to check it out yet.
it's
Yeah.
a
Heard
super
of
cute
it.
game.
It's very cute.
Yeah, it is.
So basically, if you don't know, so the idea is that you're a kid who's playing in their backyard, except for you're shrunken down to the size of an ant, and it's a survival game. And yes, the giant spiders are, you want to stay away because they'll kill you in like 2 hits.
Yeah, it's almost like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah. That's exactly. It's
That's
really
what,
fun.
That's what it's been described as to me, and
Mhm.
it looks like
Yep.
fun. I'm not like a huge fan of like survival games, so I don't know how much I would like it.
I'm not either. This one is, I believe, developed by Obsidian, so it actually has some pretty cool story elements. There's like a lot of lore and trying to figure out like the science and why you all got shrunk down.
Okay.
It's got 4-player co-op, and I don't think the map is randomly generated either. So like, it's a pretty detailed map, and so it's more designed rather than just like, you're just gonna be put into a random area. So they got some different secrets and stuff hidden around.
That's
But
cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I also tried out Need for Speed Heat this week, because I have a racing wheel. So any game that comes out, it's been out for a while, but it recently got released on Origin Early Access, which is like, if you do the basic version, which is what I have, it's like $30 for a year, and it gives you access to like their entire library minus like the brand new games.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's got two different like modes. It's an open world kind of map design, kind of like I forget what the old
Kind of like Underground.
kind of like Underground. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
bit like Underground, or like the new Forza Horizon stuff. But it's got a day mode where you're doing like regular races, and in those you're earning money or cash or whatever. And then they have a night mode where you're earning rep. But the night mode works like Most Wanted, so you're trying to like stay away from cops and stuff, and if they catch you, you lose all the rep that you earn during that night. But you want to earn like more rep to get your level up, and that'll allow you to buy better upgrades and vehicles and stuff. So it's pretty cool dynamic. I'm really enjoying it so far.
Okay.
And it's all running on DICE's Frostbite engine, which I hear is not great to design for, but it looks really nice. So it's fun. It's been really good. And then we've been doing a lot of raids. The raids have been really fun. What have you just been doing every raid this week, Bionic?
I think I've done at least every raid at least once,
Yeah. And
If
yeah.
multiple times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't have time for all that. I mean,
I've done-
I stream
so-
6 hours a day, but I
Yeah.
still don't have time for all that.
Well,
so
you're
I've
getting
done-
all your exotics and stuff, so that's all right.
Yeah.
I've done Last Switch at least 4 times this week. I've done Garden all my characters. I've done Prestige twice. Prestige Leviathan twice. Spire Stars a couple times. Scourge, I can't tell you how many times I've run Scourge.
Wow.
Crown 2-3 times. That's pretty much all I do is Grandmasters and raids though.
Yeah, I still need to do a Grandmaster with you sometime.
We'll have to do it.
Especially before reset, because apparently it's
Yeah.
real easy.
This one's a lot easier than last one.
Yeah, I shouldn't say easy. Would you say it's about on par with like the what was it, the exotic quest for
Chasm of the
Thorn?
Yeah, I'd say it's about on par with it, if not a little
It's
bit
just
easier,
you have like
because
extra
the elemental
champions.
burns- yeah, the elemental burns aren't there like you had in the that quest.
Yeah,
So,
because that was tough. That was a hard.
I mean, you still get hit like a truck.
Yeah,
But when that quest first came out, if you remember, you were like right at power, if not below power. Now you're above power.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm working on that right now. The Thorn. That's one of the exotics I'm trying to get
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
because it's
So
gonna go away.
yeah, so I
Mhm.
mean, like I said, I feel like it's a little easier than that one, just because you don't have to deal with all the burns. You just have to take care of the champions. So
Yeah. Have you got Perfect Paradox yet, Enviro? Or what's one that I'm not Perfect Paradox?
Acreus?
No, it's the one with Mithrax, the fallen dude.
oh,
What is it?
Outbreak Perfected.
Oh, I have Outbreak Prime. I don't have the catalyst for it.
Or yeah. Well, whatever it's called. I don't remember the
or Outbreak
difference.
Perfect. I don't. Yeah, maybe
I
it's
don't
more
know.
perfected now.
I
don't know.
I think they changed names between Destiny 1 and 2.
Probably. I don't
yeah,
know.
it's Prime and 1, and now it's perfected over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the catalyst for it, but
So
I
we
have
were
it.
both right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing some raids, been trying to clear up a lot of old stuff. I was running like a bunch of decryption stuff for the override frequencies on Mars earlier, and I finally like realized that I could just, because I'm using Braytech to see which ones I need, and if I have one and I like get one that I don't need, I'll just dismantle it instead of, because what I was doing before is I was still going and turning them in, and now I'm just burning through my materials to get that over with. And I also went into Shattered Throne solo to do the eggs and stuff. And so now I'm
fun.
thinking maybe I'll try to actually do a solo attempt of that. Because I got through pretty much everything up to the ogre. And then I was
There
like,
you
I
go.
don't need anything
Not
else after
bad.
that. So
Yeah.
yeah, the ogre's the hardest part, but we'll get there.
Solo flawless or
No, not right now. Maybe later. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
try to get it done.
I can't do that stuff.
Yeah.
I get too angry,
Yeah.
especially at myself. I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just got taken barrier this week too, so that helped a lot.
Oh,
There you go.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That stuff really did help. When I did my solo flawless of prophecy, that stuff helped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
With
have
mods.
taken barrier and like minor resistance just to get like mitigate some of the extra damage that people are
Did
throwing
you get
at
this
you.
from Last Wish or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
The
thought.
secret
Yeah.
chests in Last Wish
what I
dropped with
thought.
mods.
Mm-hmm. But I think those you can only.
Get
Well, I
once a
guess
week.
Last Wish you can only get once a week, anyways. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Crown you get the Hive mods from, but you can also get Hive mods from Menagerie too, though.
Mm-hmm. So what have you
So-
been playing, DJ? Just Modern Warfare stuff, or you been playing anything else?
I actually play a little bit of COD on Tuesday because I normally do community game night with everybody on Tuesday, but didn't have a lot of luck with it this week, so I ended up going and switching over to Destiny and just
Oh,
played a
really?
couple of things. Yeah, I wasn't grinding really anything.
Yeah, yeah,
I just went in there and was like, oh, I'm gonna do this or whatever. Like,
yeah.
so
If you want to, because these destinations are going away, and if you want to try to find like all the lore stuff, I really recommend Braytech. They have a map that just has every like hidden item on the map, and you can just click on it, and it'll tell you where to go, like what last sector it's in and stuff. And then it'll give you, if you need it, like a short video for where to find the stuff. It's very very handy.
sounds good.
I'll post a link
Yeah,
to that.
braytech.org.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure most people know already, but that's okay.
You never know.
Yeah,
You never know.
I,
You never know.
I didn't know about
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
thank you.
Anytime. So well, that's it for introduction. I do appreciate everybody being here today. DJ's good to have you on, and BionicBronc, y'all, this is your first time on the podcast. Have y'all been on a podcast before?
I have
No.
not. No.
No? Well, exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
And thanks for Enviro for joining back up with us.
Yeah. Happy to
Appreciate
be
it.
back.
Yeah. We're gonna jump into our topics. So we got two different topics we're gonna talk about. First, we're gonna talk about the impact of crossplay, and then the second one is how do you like to deal with trolls and harassment on social media and in your streams. So, with crossplay, playing with friends and across different platforms has become fairly more common these days. Games like Fortnite, Rocket League, and Modern Warfare are some of the biggest games to support this feature that was introduced with this generation of consoles. So how do you all feel about crossplay? How do you like it so far? And what games would you like to see start supporting it? Preferably games that haven't already said that they're going to support it in the future.
Well, I do crossplay like basically every Friday and Sunday with my girlfriend. We play Call of Duty multiplayer. We don't do Warzone. We just do the multiplayer, and I enjoy it. I mean, I feel like even when I'm playing by myself, half my lobbies are like PlayStation and like Xbox anyway. So I think it revitalizes the games on PC because I feel like a lot like COD is really a console game. For the most part, like I know whenever, because I played a lot of Blackout when I was on PlayStation, and I know that game kind of died really fast on PC because there wasn't cross-play support.
Yeah.
And it wasn't free, but I mean multiplayer isn't free either, so you still have to buy that. So it's a good comparison, I think, from one versus the other. And in terms of like who I would like to see supporting it, I know Destiny in the future is going to start supporting it. They said they have interest in supporting it. I think it'll be interesting to see how the biggest like verge for me and like how things are stark difference when I came over from PC to from console is the field of view. It wasn't so much the FPS, but and also like how different PvP is and how different weapons are completely different on PC versus console. Like the 1K nerf was really for PC, and console got hit with it, but it wasn't like we didn't really have that frame issue because our frames are locked. So, I mean, you already have this like when is something going to be completely OP on PC, whereas like console doesn't really have to feel that. So I think that that's really the biggest, I think, impact that it'll have mainly is, but I mean, see, if you take 1K example, that could have had impact both in Gambit and raids, also in on PvP though. So I think that's the best example that I can give, and how like crossplay may negatively be affected on that. But I would really like to see that in the future for that game.
Yeah, I think the FOV thing, especially for console, the idea is that you're generally sitting further back from a television because you're like
Right.
gonna sit on a couch or something. So they give you a narrower FOV, but the difference is that like if it's a wider, it makes you feel like you're moving faster. And it's also kind of that, it's supposed to be that like window. So if you're sitting close to a monitor and you only have like this much to see as opposed to like this much to see, it makes you feel like more nauseous and stuff. So having that wider FOV is really nice. It also is, more awareness because you could just see more as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, BionicBronc? Do you play much crossplay stuff?
So, I mean, I didn't play a whole lot of crossplay anything until Warzone came out. And when I switched to PC, I kind of just left a bunch of my friends back on Xbox. And so crossplay really got us back playing together for the first time in like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we hadn't talked to each other, played with each other until Warzone came out. And I was able to play on PC still, and they were able to play on their Xboxes still, and we didn't have to switch anything around. And so, I mean, I still played on mouse and keyboard, and I didn't have any problem with it. I didn't feel like I had an advantage over anything play over here than they did over there, because they were still waxing me every time we would play anything. And then I would even play with my son on PlayStation, and he was carrying me all the time. So, I mean, I personally think that the crossplay is a good thing for just people to play together more overall. Games that it's going to be that I want it to come to, I don't really have an opinion on it. I'd really only play Destiny.
That's fair. That's fair.
But like they said, they're bringing it to Destiny, so I'm really excited for that, especially for people like me that like to help with raids and stuff, because I don't play on PlayStation or Xbox. So I'll be able to help people on all consoles instead of just people on PC.
Yeah. So what about yourself, Enviro? Since you're on Xbox right now, how do you like crossplay and stuff? I know Warzone supports it. Do you know if PUBG supports crossplay at all or no?
You're talking to DJ? Yeah.
DJ, that's what I meant. Yeah, sorry. I was looking at you, but yeah, I don't know.
You're fine.
I'm bad with names.
Warzone does obviously do the crossplay, just like Fortnite or whatever. I think there's only crossplay between PS4 and PC right now, but I don't know if they're gonna integrate Xbox into that as well.
PS4 and PC, that's an odd.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
it's normally you see like Xbox and PC because it's like the same.
Because it's the same family.
Yeah, so that's odd.
Like Sea of Thieves, because you can get the Xbox app on PC. You can crossplay. But another game that they're getting ready to start doing crossplay with is Apex. So
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I heard that.
They're gonna start
excited
doing
for
that
that.
crossplay. I am too, because then I can jump in with Tex and play with him and all the guys, and instead of just being like, oh, okay, well, I guess I gotta wait till you're on Xbox, So, so that's always a good thing. But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do the Xbox in with PS4 and PC as far as PUBG, but there's that good chance. But I haven't seen. I guess because I've been playing on Xbox for so long and seeing people play on PC, I don't notice a difference of if people are playing on PC or PS4 or Xbox, unless I'm actually like after I die and I'm watching everybody else play. Then I see the difference because then I can see the movement. As with controller, it's a little more smooth, but then with mouse and keyboard, you've got that little bit of joltiness. So,
yeah, there's a lot more like panning with the controller.
Right. Yeah. You. I feel like you can. Me personally, I feel like you can move a little bit quicker with a controller than you can with mouse and keyboard. But that's just because I don't play mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. No, I have the opposite problem where I can't play at all with the controller. I'm like absolutely terrible. So
Same.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
I grew up on controller. Never went to PC. So.
I grew up on Xbox, and then I went to PC, and now I try to go back every now and again to play some games, and it's rough. It's very
Yeah.
very tough.
Yeah.
Especially like I was trying to play The Last of Us recently on PlayStation, and I was having a hard time lining up headshots and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you on that one.
Mm-hmm. I like it because I mean I have all the consoles, but I prefer playing on PC. So if I'm able to play on my PC with people that are on like other platforms, I definitely much prefer that. And then I really like to see Battlefield support crossplay because I feel like, especially like recently, the audience kind of the same problem that the Blackout or whatever had, the last COD battle royale mode kind of died on PC because the player base just stopped playing it. So if you still have the Xbox and PlayStation crowd to populate your player base, it would help a lot.
Mm-hmm. Actually, another one too that is crossplay is Rogue Company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that one we found out is crossplay, and so that's how I was able to play with my buddies. They all three of them were on PC, and I was the only one on Xbox.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
I
that was
know.
pretty cool.
I think Dauntless is also crossplay, which is like a Monster Hunter type game.
Mhm.
And I would love for Monster Hunter to be crossplay. That would be great. So yeah, I mean, we kind of already touched on it, but do you think there's a concern about advantages between platforms? Because even the next gen will support crossplay with the older generation of consoles, so you'll be able to play Xbox Series X with Xbox One or PlayStation 5 with PlayStation 4. So, and also PC as well. So that'll mean like 60 FPS on PlayStation 5 or 30 FPS on PlayStation 4, specifically with like Destiny 2. So, what are y'all's thoughts on that?
I mean, it's one of those things. If you start off on PC or if you start on a console, and then your buddies have started all on PC, and they never even had console, it's for me. I don't care what you play on, as long as you're not, the whole the hacks thing and whatever. That people are saying, oh well, he's cheating and she's cheating and whatever. Um, it I have no problem with it. It's everybody's preference to play on whatever device they want to play on, and as long as the hacks aren't involved, I don't care. You know.
Yeah, yeah. What about you, Enviro? I don't know what happened to our buddy.
I don't know. So okay, I mean, I kind of have to agree with DJ on that, on most of what she said. So as long as it's the hackers that are the biggest issue. I mean, I think hackers are there on PC too. Like, I mean, I know that like when I did trials, I got DDoS twice, and I know I got DDoS because my internet was down for like a whole day afterwards. Like, and it still happens. I have people coming in my chat that say that too. And I think that I think you're gonna have that no matter what you do. It's just so much easier to do that on PC. Like, even like with Call of Duty having the BattleNet launcher, like BattleNet's supposed to be like airtight when it comes to cheaters, and it's just like they put up a firewall, they break them down. They put up a firewall, they break them down, and I just think that you just have to be diligent about that. I don't think
Yeah.
it should be a reason not to crossplay. I mean,
Yeah.
it does like disintegrate the player experience, but that's on the developers. That's not on and the launchers. That's not necessarily like on the games themselves. Like
Yeah.
on the overall.
Yeah, I feel like the controller to mouse and keyboard thing isn't as important because I think games these days do a very good job of adapting games for controllers. So things like aim assist and stuff help to balance out, because the thing about playing mouse and keyboard is if you miss, it's a lot easier to miss on a mouse and keyboard. You gotta be really precise with your shots. I need to go get some milk, but let me start this off so I can get somebody to start talking about it.
No problem.
How do y'all think this will impact the streaming community, especially with Destiny in particular? So the idea is that like since we'll be able to play with more people, do you think that's going to be a benefit for streamers?
You know, I think with crossplay, and I'm sure Enviro agrees with me on this as well. You know, with
Okay, I'll be right back.
especially with Apex coming out being cross-platform, if they make Destiny cross-platform and not just cross-save, we'll be able to play with a lot more of the community, especially me. Like, you know, like I
Mhm.
said, I'm strictly on Xbox.
Yeah.
I am limited as far as what I can play with anybody else. You know, obviously with Clintus, we can play COD with him whenever he plays
Yeah.
COD and he does the multiplayer, or if he invites us to play BR, we can play that with him. But it's like if I wanted to jump in and play Destiny with him, I can't because
Yeah.
I
Even
don't
as
have
in
it.
as much as like doing a strike or just something random where like you're not
Yeah,
even have to be on voice comms. I think it's
exactly.
I think and for you specifically, like a lot of us that come, pop into your stream, if we want to help you, we
Yeah,
can't do that. Like if you were like running a mission and I'm just there, I'm like, I got, 10, 20 minutes. Let's like knock it out real quick. I can't do that with
exactly.
you.
No,
And
you
I mean,
can't.
I feel that right now with my girlfriend because she's not on PC. Like
Mhm.
she's trying to level up and do all this stuff, and we're like, well, wait till you get to PC. We'll wait till you get to PC. It's like
Yeah.
we'll get you anarchy when you get to PC. We'll get you all this
Mhm.
stuff. So when she comes on PC, it's gonna be like whoosh of like trying to like get her to
Yeah,
do stuff. And it
exactly.
sucks. Like she doesn't have anybody to do that stuff with.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, don't get me wrong, you can hook up your Xbox controller or
right,
PS4 controller to the computer, but like for me, it's like, okay, for COD, you know, people are saying, well, download it to PC. Okay, but if I do that, I have to pay for the entire game again, you know,
yeah.
if I wanted to play
Well, I think
multiplayer.
even if it comes to crossplay, I mean, well, that's true. Okay, well, yeah.
You
I
know,
think that's
and
a lot of the idea though, is that like I think that's a lot of the reason why PlayStation was so like, no, 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 we're not doing crossplay
yeah.
because we want you to pay for it on our platform.
Hmm.
We want you if you have a PlayStation. But I mean, why should somebody own a PC, an Xbox, and a PlayStation just so we can all play together? Like,
Yeah.
no, like there should be no reason. I know Tex does that, but
Yeah, he
like
does.
there's no reason for a streamer to have to own three or like not even a streamer, anybody. Like,
Yeah.
I have friends that are on Xbox. I have like you're on Xbox. I have
Hmm.
friends on PlayStation. I
Yeah.
can't play with either of you. Like
No.
on the games that like I main generally, I do COD, but I do mostly multiplayer, and most people want to do Warzone. I
Yeah.
just don't really like. I don't like streaming in Warzone because I feel like it's harder for me to like focus
Hmm.
on like the stream. It's just kind of the same thing with like rating and stuff. I
Right.
like to do it, but I don't like to do it all the time just
Yeah.
because I'm still newer at it.
Yeah.
But
And you know what? And it was funny because my buddy Mike and I um we did a lot of multiplayer,
yeah,
and that was all that we played. You know, because it's just like,
yeah,
okay, well, BR is free, so everybody's gonna play that, but not a lot of people are playing multiplayer. So let's do
yeah,
that, and then we can do multiple different things. You got gun game, you
yeah,
got capture the flag, and everything else. And it's just like that's more appealing to a lot of people. But
yeah,
now that I've been playing a lot of BR, that's what we've been playing is
yeah,
BR. And you know, now we're all at 155, we're all at
yeah,
level 100 on the battle pass, and
yeah.
Mike is a ribbon chaser.
Oh, okay.
So he's got all the ribbons, and so he's got all the little gold things
Oh,
down at the
wow.
bottom. So I mean, and he's on PC, so it's just like, yeah, that's the one game that we can play. But now we've
Yeah.
got Rogue Company, and so now both of us can play
Oh, that's
that, and that,
cool.
yeah, and
So that's
because like I said,
cross-platform too.
yeah, Rogue Company is cross-platform,
Is
and like I said,
Valorant or no? Or is that's just PC, right?
Valorant I think is just PC right
That's what I
now.
thought.
I don't think they're gonna make that Xbox or cross-platform anytime soon. Just kind of like what everybody's like, well, they're gonna bring Tarkov to Xbox or PS4, and it's like there's kind of too many buttons to be pushing to have it be on PC. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's like even I can see that, and I'm not on PC. I've seen Enviro, I've seen you play it.
Tarkov, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Or
Tarkov.
oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that would
seen
There's
you
be
no
play it.
freaking
You
way.
know,
that
I'm
inventory
like,
stuff.
like,
No
I
way.
like got my hand like this, like doing all
Right?
these commands. I'm like, there's no way.
There's no way it could be on
It's like
console.
you got like 3 buttons you gotta press to get like one
Yeah.
action. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
They'll-
What is this?
exactly.
So there was
There's no way.
Sorcery.
there was an old
No way.
Xbox game that was like a mech simulator, and it had like 400 buttons. So you need something like that to
Oh
just
my
play
God,
Tarkov,
no.
probably.
I mean, Tarkov looks fun to play, but I'm not
So
willing to
punishing.
spend the money to go play it on PC. because I'd still want to plug in my controller and try to play. My hands would get all cramped and I'd be in pain like for days because
Really?
of it. Yeah, oh yeah. Like I've tried to play Guild Wars with Tex, and
Oh,
we ended
really?
up doing yeah, somebody gave me like a push to 80 for like a month or something like that, and we ended up doing a couple of like a raid or something like that, or we tried to, and I kid you not, my fingers, my left hand hurt so bad after
Hmm.
we were done. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like
It
there's no way I
takes
can
it
play
takes
PC.
a little bit of getting used to. Like the first
Yeah.
week I was mouse and keyboard, my arm hurt, like my arm like here hurt, my fingers hurt a little bit. Like it definitely like takes it's a little bit of getting used to, but
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
My
mean,
I
fingers.
actually
like if you have
changed mice to help with that because there's the
Yeah.
different shaped mice that you can use.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I've got this shape. I just got this one, but I had one that was like domed.
yeah,
So
this
like
is the
so
one that I have.
yeah.
It's a
is
little
this a
bit domed.
Logitech?
This is a razor, but it's very
Oh,
similar shape to the Logitech one.
yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
Logitech.
Yeah.
I have Logitech, but mine's like I've got two buttons on the side and then the mouse button. Like
Hmm.
it's not super
Well,
fancy.
that's really
Yeah.
what I mean. That's really all you need, though. I
Yeah.
mean, other than like maybe a DPI button, like to
Yeah.
downgrade your DPI. I do use that sometimes if I'm sniping, but like I'm using this Corsair. This is my first mouse I got, but it has a miss. It has a problem where the fire button sticks.
Hmm.
And my Logitech has a problem where it wouldn't click. Like I couldn't get it to fire. So I was like, I
Oh
think
jeez.
firing when it's too like continuous to fire is worse than or is better than not firing. So I just ordered a Model O mouse.
Yeah.
By the way, if anybody is trying to get a Model O, do not buy it from Amazon. It's like or $30 or $40 more on Amazon than it is on the
Oh my gosh.
website. So
That's
just
crazy.
FYI.
But
Yeah.
like we were talking about with the whole crossplay thing, it's just like if they make Destiny crossplay, and obviously some people might be a little bit better because they've been playing Xbox for so long, and it's just like COD. Everybody has their deals or whatnot, but as far as how they play, but it's just I really feel that Bungie needs to do crossplay. I really do, because like I'd want to play with Enviro, I'd want to play with you, John. I'd want to
Hmm.
go play with Clintus or whoever else is playing. It's like, oh cool, let me jump in real quick. Like let's have fun. I
Yeah.
haven't done this before.
Yeah.
And I can't do that now because I'm stuck on Xbox, and I was gonna go into I don't want to have to go again. I know it's free right now, and then but have to buy like the battle pass for Destiny on Xbox and PC, and do all that, but or buy all the
Well, I mean, I don't think you
DLCs.
would have to do that. I think that you would still earn XP on PC, but you could like redeem it on Xbox,
So I only
right?
have the
I don't know.
expansions and stuff on PC.
Yeah,
Uh,
all the DLCs. I'd have to buy all of them for PC in order for them to work.
yeah.
So
Do you have Xbox Game Pass?
I do, yes.
So the expansions are going to be included with that. In
Yeah,
Destiny.
coming.
Yeah.
But it's not till next year, unfortunately.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're not, and then that's where they're gonna give Beyond Light.
Mm,
That's gonna be free next year on 2021.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it would be free or it would happen with Beyond Light, but I guess not.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be this year, but I read it and they said no. Xbox
Mm.
X or One X, whatever, is gonna be 2021.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Well, I think it's also good because like I went back and played Destiny 1 on PlayStation, and I played with a lot of people that are on PlayStation, and I can't play with them on PC. Yeah, and I feel like most people play on consoles. So
Yeah.
doing like community help and stuff, it's a lot there's a lot more people to do that with if you're on PlayStation or Xbox. So having PC open up to both of those platforms is going to help people like us out a lot, I feel like.
Yeah, and someone in chat said, having crossplay for all PvE activities across all platforms, and then doing crossplay for PvE in between consoles, or I said have it be like Call of Duty where you have the option of
Mhm.
enabling it
Yeah.
on console, because like not everybody wants to play with sweats,
Yeah, they do.
and so you have that option of enabling that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming I let you all ramble on on that for a while. So we're gonna go ahead and touch on our topic 2. So how do we like deal with trolls and harassment on social media and in your streams? So it's my opinion that a lot of trolls on like Twitch and stuff tend to act out to seek attention from others because they're not like receiving it in their actual life. So with streamers in particular, it's not uncommon for one streamer, and also with streamers in particular, it's not uncommon for one streamer to become jealous of another person because of their like perceived success, or kind of like they do this better than me, so I'm envious of them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So how do y'all like to handle mods, trolls who come into your chat? Do you try to get them to behave or just ban them outright?
Well, I like to play with them. My mods know that until I like say, okay, you're done, and usually I'm the one that pushes it. I like to play with them. I like to play with my food a little bit. Get them to see what they're really after and expose them for what they really are, and kind of like just mess with them. But in terms of like on social media, give subs to trolls, and you're the best example of that. Oh no.
No. No.
But on social media, I've had, because I went through the stuff with that person a month or two back, I've had, an increase, an influx of trolls, specifically being non-binary. Because of that, I've gotten a lot of like hate on social media. And I'm really, really, really bad at dealing with it. I will go ahead and say that I'm working on dealing with it better. I'm trying not to reply. I'm really trying not to read those comments.
It's hard not to take that stuff personally.
It is, and I had, it got to me. I'm not gonna lie. I had some moment. I mean, I stopped drinking because I had moments of emotion and turmoil, and I couldn't control it. And I'm with somebody that I really care about, and I don't want them to experience that. And so I took steps to like prevent myself from like allowing it to like come in and like basically, I don't know, and if I can't curse, I'm sorry, but there's this book called The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. So I read that book and it was really great. It's an awesome book. Everyone should read it, I feel like. And it's more like a lot of Buddhist philosophy, but it talks about how, you really kind of have to care about what's in your lane. So I feel like when you're talking about like trolls on social media and like having like an overwhelming influx of trolls, like I can deal with like the one or two, but at the same time, like that's why I stopped playing Fortnite. Like I used to get trolls all the time doing customs in Fortnite. So I just stopped. I was like, I can't do I can't do this like every single night and feel like being called these names every single Friday night. Like it gets to you after a while, like when it's the same type of thing. So
yeah, whenever I get a troll, they're usually like just making fun of the game or whatever. I've occasionally had people come in and say like, hey, what are you doing? You're like a dad. You shouldn't be like streaming and stuff. You should be taking care of your kid. You're a horrible father and stuff. But I tend to mostly make fun of them, and then I try to get my chat to ignore them until they start, if they decide to like behave themselves and act like a normal viewer. Otherwise, I'd give them like 3 strikes and they're out. So
I mean, my opinion on that, and I get a lot of my stuff from like my I guess it's not the right word, but my strongness, not not taking anything from anybody. um I'm like you, I'll let them troll for a little bit, and unless they come in and specifically say, oh, you did this and this, and it's like, really? I don't think so. Or you're a bitch or whatever. They just come at me like
yeah,
it's absolutely nothing, and it's like, nope, okay, you're banned, get out of here. Like I don't need that in my chat, like go away. But I mean, like even when I was doing Uber, and streaming from my car. Like I would get people coming in and say, "Oh, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna T-bone you with my Hummer, and I'm gonna kill you and the person that's in your car." And it's just like, really, really, do you know exactly where I'm at? Yeah, I sure do. You're right here. Yeah, no, I'm not. And so I'd have to have, I would have a
Oh
mod
my
in there,
god.
somebody that I knew it was gonna be there every night with me, and they would ban them, like,
Yeah.
or I'd have to go in and really quick and ban them. And it's just like, you guys are stupid. Like, one, you don't know where I'm at. Like, so there's no way you can do that. Two, you're just a flippin' idiot. So take your shit and get out. It's just I don't put up with a lot of stuff. And it might have taken me a long time to get there when I first started streaming, but now that it's been 2.5 years since I've done this, it's just like I'm not the type of person to really put up with a whole lot. And if they're gonna come in and start off slowly, or like even their names, I'm a big stickler for, if you have a trolly name, you're automatically banned.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deal with it. But there are times that I will give people the benefit of the doubt and let them go until they dig themselves that hole, and then they're gone. So
Yeah, I think one of the important things to remember is that a bunch of these trolls are like kids who don't know better.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually had one troll. Like, it's funny because like everybody who comes in to try to troll like basically says the same thing. Like everyone thinks they're being like clever and stuff. You're just like, no, I've heard all this shit before, man. What are you doing? But I had one who was like, no, I'm actually a father, and me and my son like to go into other streams and troll people because it's our bonding activity. And I was like, really? Are you serious right now? That's your excuse? That was probably the funniest response I've heard.
Like, that is so lame. It's lame. I'm sorry, but it's lame.
Yeah.
Like, what? How is that a bonding experience?
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about,
Teaching
man?
your kid how to be a dumbass, and not be nice to anybody that you come in contact with, no matter if you've met them before or not.
Yeah, and it was one of those people that like uses multiple accounts. So they were trying to say, oh, this account is actually my kid. That it's not me just using another account on like another device. It's like,
Yeah, and
whatever,
we all
man.
know we do that in the chat, so it's just like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Knocking
A lot of
butts.
people teach their kids to be dumbasses. So yeah, that is true.
Yeah, yeah.
That
I
is
mean,
true.
like,
They do.
I assume, I just assume that every troll that I get is a kid, but it's not always the case.
No.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I feel like especially there's a lot of people that go specifically looking for LGBTQ streamers to like target. And I've gotten a couple that are like in pairs, and I'm just like, you're not like, there's no way you're a kid. There's no way.
Yeah.
Just based on your like vernacular and like what you're talking about, how you're talking, the way you're talking about it. And it's like,
Yeah.
the ones that come in are like, Trump 2020. It's like, okay, listen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might be a kid. You're probably a kid. You're probably doing. I do know that there are some discords of like younger, like political discords that like have to like have these kids like put that on their status and like have them go into Twitch channels and like spam that shit.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
like it like kind of like what do they call it, hazing process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah.
or
Yeah. Go
you've
ahead.
got those 50 people, or the one guy who made 50 accounts or 100 accounts, and all of a sudden you see the same thing written in chat 1,000 times, and now a mod's got to go through and ban all those people because it's a troll, it's a hack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like, and for instance, that happened to Tex one night, and I ended up accidentally banning Rhino Ranger in his chat.
Oh
I felt so bad. It was so
no!
bad.
Hey, he's back!
Yay!
Oh my god!
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
sorry about that.
All
It
good,
went out-
dude. No worries, man.
It went out and whatever, and it's back on. So
It's no problem at all. We're just making the rotation, so now you're on top.
okay, I don't even know what we're talking about. Yeah, I can't even get my phone to come up.
So we're talking about how do you handle your trolls in your chat, and what do you do? Do you ban them just when they show up, or what's your normal response to trolls?
It all depends on the troll. Like I get a lot of people coming in my chat like, "Hey, you want to be famous? You know, come buy subs or come buy
Oh,
followers
yeah.
and stuff like that." And that's like an automatic ban in my chat.
Yeah, that's so normal today. Like,
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah, usually
That's
I think that's a bot, so I just mute them because I'm like, they're
yeah,
probably not going to be back.
yeah. But like other people will come in all the time. Like I don't play PvP, and so like whenever I do play PvP kind of stuff, I'm not the greatest at it, and I'm pretty bad at it. And people will come in saying like I suck, I shouldn't play this game, or I need to if I go play Fortnite or if I go play Minecraft, I'll get more views or do like that. I'm like, you don't have to be here. You can go on.
Yeah.
And if they keep on with me at that point, I kind of ban them or I'll just mute them, time them out. Um, I pretty much ignore a lot of that kind of stuff though. I try to do my best to ignore it. So
Yeah, I think part of the issue is that like gaming culture in general, like if you especially if you look like at hardcore PvP games like Call of Duty or
yeah,
Overwatch and stuff, there's a lot of harassment and stuff that goes on in voice chat and text chat and stuff. And so a lot of that can also feed into streaming. But free speech is not really a thing in your streaming chat. I mean, you generally speaking, you're not supposed to talk about politics anyways, and that's generally what free speech is about. So you can't really just say whatever you want and expect to get away with it.
yeah. I mean, even the one guy I had today, I pretty much he's someone that's been in my community for pretty much since I started streaming. Um, but he just kept on and kept on and like you need to focus. You're not doing it. You're not paying attention. I was like, I know I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to get this key for this other game over here. And he goes, well, then you just need to stop playing PvP. I was like, well, first off, this is my game. This is my stream. You don't have to hang out if you don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then he started. I'm friends with him on Steam just because I play with him a lot, and he started DMing me on Steam, and I'm like, okay, dude, it's enough. We're done now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel. Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say I had a viewer that she was in my streams all the time and like kept my streams like chatting, and like she was a kid and just didn't get it. And like she kind of like I gave her the reins basically too. I gave her too much leeway and she just took it over. And that spilled out into another, partnered person stream, like Clintus's stream. And like we both like were like, well, what do we do? This is what happens. Like generally with both of us, like we have to come together and be like, okay, we have to make a decision about this person. What are we going to do about this person? Like either because it's like they're now becoming like they were a nuisance in my chat and then we didn't deal with it in his chat and they became that way in his chat. And so like it always spills over because I'm always in his chat. So it always spills over to his chat or it always spills over to my chat. It's usually the other way around though, because they feel like they can be little, shitheads in my chat and then they go or like be like I had a guy that was like making sexual comments and I was like, I'm not okay with that. Like I might have friends, like we might be lewd, but they're not making sexual commentary about me. They're not talking about my butt or they're not my boobs or like things like that. You're not, I don't know who you are. I have a girlfriend who is always in chat and you are not allowed to say that stuff to me on Instagram, on DMs. And I was like, I had to sit down and talk with Clintus and I was like, I won't be in a chat. If he's in my stream, or your stream, I will not be there. I was like, I'm not comfortable with it. He's like, I didn't realize it was that level. I'm like, it's that level. And I was like, I wasn't there today when he was there. I don't know if you noticed. It's like, I noticed. I'm like, yep, I won't be there. So.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's part of your personality, right? You just kind of, you make lewd jokes. But if I started doing that, it'd be kind of weird because I don't do that.
That's not you, John. That's
no. So I think.
In Enviro, I think I know the one person that you're talking about because I haven't seen them in anybody's stream in a while.
Yeah,
so.
I think they're well. I think and I know that they're friends with other people because like they'll message them through me and they're like, oh yeah, they made this for you. I'm like, I don't care. They're not getting unbanned. Like and now that Twitch has done the IP thing, oh my gosh, it's so nice because like they can't make new accounts and come mess with me because they'll stop and then they'll get bored. And then they'll make like 10 new accounts and it'll be like one Saturday that they're bored. Cause I go early on Saturday. I start earlier and they live in the UK. So if I'm early, then like they were always in my streams. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to deal with this. It just makes me not want to stream
Yeah.
because it's constant.
Yeah, that was actually going to be one of the other questions that I asked. Is that because I know Clintus also likes to, whenever he gets a troll, he tries to get them to act like a normal person. But the
Right.
problem that you might run into is that they might become part of your community, and then they'll go to somebody else's community and start trolling in there.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
what do y'all think about that?
I mean, it's one of those things you can warn the streamer. You know, you can send them a DM saying, "Hey, just be aware of this person. They were like
Yes.
this when they first came into my
I
stream."
do that.
Yeah,
I do
Yeah,
that. With
it's
I
hard to
I
do
used
because
do
you
that.
don't know where they're going. But yeah,
Yeah, and in fact, I had an incident. He wasn't a troll, but I went to a Stream AZ meetup, and Clintus was there, and then um, one of my other buddies, Ryan, he streams on Twitch as well. But anyway, so ended up meeting two new people there that I had never met before, and we followed each other, and we're playing games for a little bit together, and we'd go on each other's streams and whatnot. Um, but ended up going to we all ended up meeting at one of the one of their houses, and had dinner, just chit chat and having fun. We played Cards Against Humanity, whatever. And then things kind of went downhill from there. After I went to their house, um, like it was the guy's wife who ended up starting all the trolling and um, unnecessary information, and starting rumors about myself and one of the other people. And I ended up learning their backstory, and then they just kept going on and on and on. And I was like, you know what, I'm done. I sent them both messages, pretty much saying, look, don't message me in any way, shape, or form. Lose my phone number, and I ended up blocking them on my phone, um, and banned all of them in my chat, and banned them on Discord, everything. And because I wasn't going to deal with it. It's like, why do I need somebody like at my chat? And I don't think I've told Clint about it, but um, I've told a couple of other people, and it's just like, you guys don't need that toxicity in your chat, in your stream, or anything, and you don't need it outside of stream. So just
Yeah.
be aware of it, and you guys take it as you want. You guys do it, whatever you need to do. But I've this is what I've done to not communicate with them.
yeah. Um, whenever I like see somebody come into my stream and like immediately start trolling and be like, "Oh, why do you play this dead game?" and I'm like, "Come on, man," and then I'll be like, "Just stop trolling, dude." And then occasionally there'll be a person be like, "Hey, is this how you treat everybody who comes into your chat? Good luck like trying to grow your community." I was like, "I don't want you in my community, man. Get out of here."
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, we get those trolls all the time in Clinton's chat. Dude, you should play Fortnite. You get a lot more views and blah blah. It's like, no. It's like, we tell him all the time, he doesn't want to play Fortnite. He's not interested in playing Fortnite. Like,
Hmm.
back off,
Yeah, I'll
And-
literally tell them like, I'm only being an asshole to you, man. I'm really nice to these other guys."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So we can hit our second point here. So it seems that female and LGBTQIA plus streamers in particular get a lot of flack from viewers or even from other communities. So if you want to talk about it, what has been some of your experiences with this, and where do you think this kind of comes from?
I'll let you go first, TJ.
Okay. It's as far as, personally being a female streamer, it can be tough out there, and if I wear
Mm.
t-shirts all the time, so I'm not doing the whole titty streamer thing, and I'm not going to be that female.
You sure?
I mean, unless
I'm
you're in there,
kidding.
Enviro. I'm just saying.
kidding.
I mean, I've worn shirts that are a little lower, but they haven't been like, oh, look at my boobs, like all this stuff. It's like, that's not me, and
Mm-hmm.
um and that's never gonna be me. And like one streamer in particular, Zombie Unicorn. Yes, she's a partner streamer. Yes, she's been on Twitch for 5, 6 years now. And yes, she does wear shirts where it shows cleavage. But you know what? She's confident enough to do that. And she deals with the trolls that come into her chat along with it. And she's been doing that for years. And her deal is that at Christmas, her present to all those trolls is she will unban them from her stream, from her chat.
Oh
And so if
God.
they come back in, let's say the day after or that day, they get banned again and they don't get unbanned until Christmas that next year. So it's like, okay, well that's your tick. That's what you want to do, whatever.
That's funny.
But
I like that.
That is really
Right?
funny.
Yeah,
It's funny.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that bit. I would like want to be there, like for the trolling. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go check it
I've
out.
been there for that. I've actually been there for that, and there were people that literally I couldn't remember their names or anything like that, but it's just like they'd come in, dude. I got unbanned. All right, cool. I'm here, and all of a sudden they say something, bad, and it's like, boom, you're banned again. Sorry, see you next year. Like,
Mhm.
it's like, what do you want? But it. I personally feel like it's a little bit
Shadow.
tougher
Go.
for
Go.
um females in general to be streamers on Twitch or any other platform because they're marked as titty streamers, and it's like, we're not titty streamers. We're here to be just like the guys. We're all equal, and or anybody else, like in the LGBTQIA community. Like, I'm all for it. Like, obviously I love Enviro to death. I don't care what they do in their life. Like, that's your life. I'm not gonna judge you for it. I
Mhm.
love everybody the same. I've got family members that are gay and lesbian. It's like, why am I gonna treat anybody different? You know, and but I just feel like, again, for us, it's a little bit harder, and um, we get more of the trolls than the guys do, and it I feel it personally, it's unfair, but
Yeah. Do you know who, or do you all know who Alana Pierce is?
I do
Mm-mm.
not.
So she used to work at IGN. She's now with I think she's with Kind of Funny, or I think she's with Funhouse right now.
Okay.
But like everybody assumed that because she's very attractive, and everybody assumed that she got that position because of her looks, whereas in reality she had to work her butt off for like 6+ years, I think, to even like get a job at IGN. And now like finally she's like working
People
at Funhouse
assume,
and stuff.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Um,
and sometimes it's sad that women have to work harder to get a position that a man is like, oh, you just applied for a job, cool, you get it, there you go.
Hmm.
It's like, why? If I've got the same qualifications that they do, why can't I get the job?
I think there's also like kind of a societal kind of deal where I wouldn't say it's right, but I think there's a lot of perceived value in how you look, more for females than there are for males.
Right, but take a look at Erin Andrews for the NFL.
Yeah.
She's a female commentary person for the NFL, and there are now more females that are doing commentary for the NFL than there have been before. It's
Hmm.
mainly been all males. And you know what? I love her for that, because
Yeah.
she's helped get women's feet in the door,
There's no
because they
reason why
have
you can't have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no reason
You
whatsoever.
got to have somebody to bridge the gap at some point.
Mhm.
Like there has to be that person, like just like with gay people, there has to be a gay mayor somewhere that says this is the first time this gay person has been elected in this office. And then from that point forward, people are like, well, maybe it's okay. That's why a woman needs to be president, because that's never happened before.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they can do the job too.
yeah, I'm running. With 2 to 1, we're running.
Enviro
Let's go
2020,
now.
let's go. Hashtag Enviro 2020 in the chat. Let's go.
I mean, I do work in politics, so it's really not. It's really.
I'm right behind you, girl. Let's go.
But I really do agree with you on that. It's like the bridging the gap of like, I mean, it's no secret. Like people like act like these titty streamers, which I really hate because I feel like they are so the minority on Twitch.
Hmm.
Like if that's what they want to do, go for it.
Yeah.
All more power to you. There are women that I follow on Twitter that have OnlyFans that I would have never thought that they would have an OnlyFans. And like they talk about how much more comfortable it has made them with their body and sexual positivity. And
Mhm.
I think that's freaking awesome. Like
Yeah.
people shame them for it, but it's like, you know what? If your partner or person you're with is comfortable with that and you're comfortable with that, I don't look at anybody any differently for doing that.
Have y'all
I
seen
mean, granted,
the?
that's off Twitch, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the movie The Producers?
No.
yeah, I
think
have. Well,
so.
the movie, The Producers,
The new movie, the
No, I
newish
haven't.
movie with so it's got Uma Thurman in it, and there's a song. Oh, I mean, if you've seen the musical, I'm sure you've heard the song "If You Got It,
Yeah.
Flaunt It,"
yeah.
which is basically that idea.
I don't see any reason
Yeah.
like it, because the thing is like you're gonna drive people to your channel that want that, right?
Mhm.
And the people that come to my channel, granted, there might be some aren't, because I do have big boobs. You can't really see them, and I will say I have worn a low cut shirt like 3 times on my stream, and I have gotten comments every single time I wore that
I
shirt.
don't
Of
doubt it.
course, of
Every
course.
single time. They're like, I like that shirt. I'm like, do you?
All right.
First of all, it was a test to see
Yeah.
if people would comment on it because I like those shirts. I have like 3 of them and I like them. They're comfortable and I think they look good on me. They hug my body well. They hug like my arms well. But like people will say they like shirts like this all the time, but it was specific in the amount of I like your shirt. Oh, that's the different type of shirt you're wearing today. Like kind of stuff. And I'm like, I'm not wearing that shirt anymore in stream. Like I'm
Mhm.
just not. Especially now that I have a girlfriend, I don't want people to think I'm like out there for the world to see anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of like female Destiny streamers that on Twitter they'll like post like shots of themselves just to introduce that they're going live and stuff. And I think it's
Yeah.
part of the culture, like just
Yeah.
you know
Like
what I
Sarah
mean.
Daniels does that.
Yeah.
That's one person
Yeah.
that does that.
That-
But she
that's
doesn't,
one
like,
person I'm
post,
thinking of.
like she doesn't post like risque photos
No.
of herself. Like
And
I
it's-
mean, even if
yeah.
she did though, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
I mean, like I
Like-
said, if you got it, flaunt it, right?
And you're gonna
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, you're gonna drive the type of people you want in your channel. So like I do like anyone admin said I keep them well hidden. So
Yeah.
like that I do that on purpose. Like I wear these types of shirts not just because I like them. This is what I dress like anyway. But like I would the few times I did wear shirts that no matter how much I try to hide it, if I wear like a low cut shirt, I'm going to show cleavage. It's just
Yeah,
the way
I
my
think that
body
is
even if I'm wearing a sports bra, didn't matter.
that's part of the issue. I think is that you will have some people who will post stuff like that, and then they'll complain about people like talking about their looks and stuff. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
that's kind of what you're
Comments,
promoting.
yeah.
So it depends on the kind of community that you
but
want
at the
to.
same time, that like and this
I mean, you should always keep it appropriate.
that but
Yeah.
but at the same time like women also get told to
Yeah.
you shouldn't have worn that if you didn't want to be raped. And I know that's
Mhm.
a bad thing to say, but that's the truth. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
we are not teaching men to not be that way right off the bat. We're teaching women to dress like this or
Yeah,
dress
it's
like DJ
it's not
Skids if
my
you don't
fault.
want
It's
that.
your fault.
Right.
It's like,
So
what
I
are you
just- I
talking
think it's
about?
it's part of the culture. Too. But I'm talking specifically about like
Yeah.
women who focus. Like in your chat, somebody was joking, like they were joking, but I mean, there are women who the camera ratio to game ratio is like, I mean, it's a lot different, and it's like
Mhm.
I do that when I'm just chatting. I'll sit there with
Yeah.
like my
I
cam,
think
and I'll
most
have the
people do
game
that.
over here. But
Yeah.
because there's nothing going on, I don't really think you care to see the game. I honestly don't think people really care to see the game anyway. Some people do, but I think a majority of people don't.
Most of the
Um,
people that are there to watch you, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it really depends on like what you put out there is okay in your chat. Like I do have a lewd chat, and that I realized whenever that person that was commenting at me sexually, I realized that I had to make a change. I had to say, like, tell people like in my inner circle, don't make sexual comments in any which way to me anymore. Like we can be lewd, but if it's at me, I'm gonna act vocally, not tell you to do that. Because if they see that this person that comes into my chat sees that, they think, oh, it's okay, because that's the example they gave. And I was like, but you don't know, I've known these dudes for 4 years. Like, if we talk like that way in like our DMs and stuff, we're gonna have a hard time not talking that way on stream. So like I've had to kind of modify the way that I interact with people right off the bat, like to not be lewd with them if I don't know them, or to not just joke around with them if I don't know them.
Yeah,
Like,
you need to know that they're joking.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like even if they're joking, I don't joke with them. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
no, that's not okay. Don't do that. Like immediately. Like because I didn't do that with him. He made comments and I didn't say anything. I glossed over it because I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like I physically felt uncomfortable. Like I was doing something with Shadow, and like somebody made a comment about my butt, and I was like, don't do that. Like now I'm like, don't do that, rather than before I was like, just gloss over it, not say anything. Like
I think the uncomfortable thing also plays into why this is like still continuing, because like if I'm playing with either of you all, or like Mitt Wolf, Tasha, or somebody, and we're playing it online or something, and then like somebody makes a comment about a girl gamer or something, like I'm not gonna feel comfortable to say something against that, but I probably should.
yeah.
So
I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying something about that. Like, you know, and I was talking in like when that stuff happened with this guy, I was talking in like Clint's Discord, and like a lot of people kind of fought me, and I was like, no, I don't think you understand. I'm uncomfortable to a point where I don't want to be in the same streams as this person because I don't know them. I don't want to be around them, and like they're not an active part of your community. So why does it fucking matter?
Yeah.
Like if they're not, it's not like it's like a big paying person or even a sub. That's like maybe they were a sub, but they were like a gifted sub, you know? It's like they're not even like supporting you financially. Like, why does it even matter? Why are you even going to bat and at me saying that these comments make me uncomfortable? I shouldn't just have to eat it to be on Twitch. Like, I don't want to just grow thicker skin. Like, if I don't want people sexually making comments about me, I'm going to try to block them and ban them from the streams that I hang out in regularly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You know, just I ended up scrolling through Zombie's Twitter page, but like, I mean, yeah, she wears clothes like this on stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, she's gonna get the whole, oh, you're just a booby streamer. You're just
she's
a
not
titty
like
streamer.
that to me. That
She's
doesn't
not,
look like a booby streamer though. That looks
I
like
mean,
a woman with a shirt on.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
low cut. Don't get me wrong.
Not that low cut though.
But she's still covered. She's not, you know, it's not like, oh, look, here's my nipples, like all that stuff. Like, that's how she is. That's how comfortable she is to wear that stuff, you know? And like, she even has an emote that it's her showing her shoulder. She's going like this, and there's an arrow pointing at her shoulder. And the thing about that emote is called, it's shoulder slut. Like, okay, look, she's showing her shoulder. Ooh, she's a shoulder slut. Like, come on, you know? And that goes along the lines of the whole booby streamer. It's like, no, dude, no.
Yeah.
So
real quick, DJ, what headphones are you wearing?
These are the Astro A40s.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and I've
somebody in my chat asked.
Yeah, I changed them out. I bought a new mod kit.
Nice. I like them.
Thanks.
Cool.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? So we can go into like the stealing viewers kind of idea, because I feel like it's just like bullshit, right? It's kind of bullshit.
I think it,
The whole typing in there, yo, come watch me, I'm a lot better, blah blah blah. It's like, really?
I mean, because so like Zombie Unicorn, she's attractive and like, but she's also a really good streamer. She knows what she's doing. Her presentation's on point. But, you know, there are going to be people who go to her chat for, you know, they like looking at an attractive female. But those people aren't going to be interested in going into my stream. So it's nothing against me.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not losing anything by that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and it's one of those things, I'm sure a lot of the females have thought, oh, well, I only wear t-shirts on streams, you know, and stuff like that. And like Enviro said, she wore that one lower cut shirt. And then she got all those comments.
It wasn't even that low. It wasn't even as low cut as that.
Well, no, like, but I'm saying it's lower
low.
than...
It like went to here, like right here, and it was like a V-neck, and it went to like right here,
And I have 2 of them, and I've worn them both multiple times on stream, probably 4 times total. Every single time, it was like clockwork. I was like,
Yep.
not doing it again.
Yeah.
I'll just
And
save
so
those shirts for another day.
and it's like one of those things. If I were to wear one of those, I would start getting all the trolls.
Yeah.
Dude, this chick's showing her boobs. Like, come on, let's go. And it's like, I'm not showing anything. What is your problem?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am wearing a lower cut shirt today. Who cares? But we see your boobs. No, you see a little bit of cleavage maybe, but you're not seeing my boobs. Like there's a big difference.
Yeah. Well, that's why I also asked. Do y'all think this is kind of a meme at this point to keep going to that stuff, or do you think people actually care about this stuff?
I honestly think that streamer Twitter is a complete like dish or cycle of like a broken record that just goes like every 6 months. DMCA every 6 months. Titty streamers every 6 months. It's like a new thing. It's just like
It's like simps.
Yeah.
I think it's they've always got to have constantly something to argue or fight about.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's
What's trending right now?
Yeah.
And I have to say though that there is one streamer that I don't particularly like the way that she does her streams because of I think it's the way that she's sitting, and it's Pokimane. Okay.
yeah.
Pokimane, she's this big. Okay, like there's nothing to her, but she sits in her chair and she will sit cross-legged, like almost Indian style, but that camera is just zoomed out far enough to where you can see her crotch. It's like, why?
Yeah. How many of us have our camera like settled there right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of sitting cross-legged.
I know you do, Bronc. It's
You
fine.
guys want to
We know
see?
it. It's
Hold on,
okay.
let me just show you. I'm just kidding.
I mean, even if you're sitting cross-legged, we can't see it, right?
Although I
Look,
know,
look. I got the cam on the beard. I mean, that's what brings out everybody to my stream.
That's
okay?
true. That's a good point. That's a
I
good
mean,
point.
come on now.
Yeah, like so last podcast, everyone had a beard except for me, and I was getting trashed for it.
We'll have to get you a fake one to put on John and it'll be okay. We got you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll give
I'll
you
cut
some
off
tips
some of my
later.
hair
now
and make one for you.
he's outnumbered by the non-beards. So
Yeah, yeah,
There you
take
go.
that.
There you go.
It's true.
My
that's
wife
true.
wants me to trim it. I'm not doing it. So it's okay.
Well, I mean, you need a little trim every now and then just so it'll grow a little bit faster, but don't do it too much.
Well, I'm doing it. I'm literally doing it as a meme to mess with her.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Well, I mean, it's like Tex. Tex cut off 4 inches from his. It's just like, bro, where's your beard? Like,
What are you
Yeah,
talking
there you
about?
go.
you know what's funny? Yeah, it's funny that you say like Pokimane though, like
Yeah.
because I know if you don't recall, there was one when that stuff happened with Ninja about how he won't play with female streamers.
Oh
and
my
it's this
God.
huge ordeal.
Oh my
Remember
God.
that? So Pokimane was one of the people that they support and that he would play with. So that's kind of fun. That was kind of funny to me. Is that like you gave that example like of it like having like that person who does that specifically has that angle, and I think again, I personally don't like. I can't compete with that. There's nothing wrong with it though to me. Like if that's what you want to do, I don't think the people that are watching me are gonna go turn around and watch Pokimane unless it's like late at night or something. And I know that sounds bad, but like
yeah. No, I know what you mean.
I really don't like. I'm not worried about my viewership. People need to focus on their content rather than looking to others to blame as to why they're not getting viewers. I think that's really at the heart of everything.
I think
I
it
agree.
becomes an issue if you get into stuff like what happened a few months ago with people trying to use that. Because there might be a few people that try to use that to get partnership, or people doing the opposite where they try to use someone else.
What is that? I mean, like using those people, like I mean, but is that really using? I mean, what if you're using how good you are at gaming? Like he does raid carries.
Yeah.
Isn't that using
No,
that
I mean
for-
more in the sense of using your.
like, but that's what he's good at. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what they're good at. I mean, how is that different? It's Twitch is a platform, and it's not just a gaming platform. There's lots of different things to do, and I'm of the like thought process that there's nothing wrong with that. Like they can get partnered on that if that's what they want. That's their life. That's their stream.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
like that doesn't mean we're not going to get
I
partnerships.
just meant more in the sense of like trying to work with somebody at Twitch and using that.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
What you mean.
Oh yeah. I can
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah. I mean,
But
like,
how do they
That's-
use? Oh, you mean like?
Like they know
like
somebody.
like favors,
that?
yeah.
Okay, well that's
Yeah.
totally different. That's
that's a
completely
completely different
separate subject.
topic.
I
Yeah.
think.
I know.
But
Look,
yeah, like I
I
was
gotta
saying,
meet
with,
someone at Twitch first.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
But
ready.
no,
I'm
like I was
signed
saying,
I'm just saying
That's too much
that's
work.
I
That's too
think
much work.
that's the point at which using, your
But yeah.
femininity or whatever. Femininity.
But yeah, and and it's nothing against Pokemon whatsoever. I've seen her play video games. She's pretty good at games, but it's just that camera angle. It's like, why?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Why? You know? And
I mean,
and,
that's why.
Because
it's
she knows
not
it
that I
works.
wanted to
She
go
knows
Yeah,
back,
it
why.
works.
You know, it's
That's-
not that I
that's why
wanted to
she
go in
does
there and
it.
look at that.
Yeah.
Like everybody was talking about Pokemon at one point in time, and I was just like, oh, go check this streamer out. And I go in there, all of a sudden it's all crotch shot, and it's like, I didn't want to see that.
Hmm.
It's not why I came here. I came here to see who the person is, how their personality
That's
is.
kind of
and-
how they are. I
And
mean,
it's
like
stupid.
that's like it's stupid, but at the same time, like that stream's not for you. Like,
No, it's not. It's really not.
Yeah, yeah.
and that's that's the opinion I hold. Like, I've gone to streams and been like, why am I here?
Mhm.
Like, this is not for me. And it's
Mhm.
been like, sometimes it's like, I'm trying to network and these people like interacted with me and all they're doing is like playing Fortnite with their bros and they're like talking, saying all kinds of like bad things. And I'm like, whoa, like,
Yeah.
I DM them after. I'm like, listen, you need to get the people you play with in check, or I will never be back to your stream, and I will I will report you to Twitch. So if you don't get those people in check, it's the same aspect. Like some streams are just not for everyone,
Mhm.
and Pokemon streams for a certain type of audience, and that's typically not the same audience as DJ Skids either. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think.
mean, we all know the same amount of people. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, John.
No, you're
Right.
good.
We
You're
all
good.
we all know the same amount of people. We all know the same exact people, and whether or not they come to everybody's chat is up to them. We're not forcing them. We don't do them. Oh, if you don't come to my chat, I'm gonna ban you, and you're gonna be banned in everybody else's chat too. And it's like, no. It's like,
Yeah,
if
I
they feel
mean,
that they wanna
Dave doesn't
watch
come to my
something,
stream, but I still love the guy. I don't have anything against him.
It's them. It's whatever they want to do. They go chill where they want to
I
hang
don't
out
care.
at. I mean,
Yeah,
if they want to come
exactly.
hang out over here today, they can come hang out over here. It's not going to get them banned over here if they don't hang out with me today. If they want to go hang out with Enviro, they go hang out with Enviro.
Yeah, and I'll go play with Dave any chance I get, no matter what. So
right?
So
Yeah.
no one wants to come hang out with me and do raids. I'm going to go to comp by myself. So I mean, it doesn't bother me either way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think part of the issue, especially when it comes to like this reoccurring like kind of trending thing, is whenever Twitch updates their TOS, and then people are trying to get them to like ban certain people because
My Gasm emote didn't get approved because of people's like whatever emotes, like because of it literally is because it had drool coming out of the mouth. right
really, oh my
Yep.
god,
Do you know how many emails I have that have that?
there. Exactly, but it got denied, and I got the artist to remove it. I resubmitted it, the same tag, it got approved. So
So stupid.
yeah, it's really
Yeah.
dumb, but like
it's just it's that year, that time. Everyone's got to complain about something to get things banned, and
I
So-
think Twitch needs to work on their management for one, but I think they also need to be more consistent and actually do what they say they're going to do for some of this stuff to like kind of die down. So if they're going to say that this stuff is an issue on their platform, then they need to make it an issue. And if they say they're going to ban, like you can't do this and they're going to ban you, they need to actually like follow through on that.
yeah, I really think everybody is too worried about everybody else, what everybody else is going on with. I feel like everyone's trying to get their hand into the cookie jar, and you just kind of need to stay in your own jar.
Yeah, and I think that kind of feeds into our next point here, which is why do you think jealousy is so pervasive in the streaming community, and why can't we be more unified to work and support each other? Anybody want to take that and run with it?
I'm sorry, I missed that. What was that again? I'm sorry.
So, why is jealousy an issue in the streaming community, basically, and why can't we work together?
jealousy is an issue everywhere, and every like any I feel like in any office that I've been into, it's jealousy's been an issue. Like anytime anybody gets promoted or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know I personally don't have an issue. I mean, I just posted a tweet, yesterday where I was like, I have seen so many people that I've watched either casually lurking or like I'm friends with striving for partner, and it makes me really happy. That
Mhm.
might not be where I'm at right now because I'm not focused on that. That's not what my focus is. My focus is on building the Rainbow Collective. It's not on partnership. Maybe
Yeah.
one day, sure, but that's not what my focus is.
Right.
And I feel like those people that are there, like, and I had somebody in our organization that's what they were starting to do, is they announced their push for partnership because that's where they were at. And that just makes me so happy for them. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not there yet. This is a journey. We're all at different places in this journey. And I don't think a lot of people think that way. I have friends that when I've gotten sponsorships, they'd be like, well, why haven't I heard back yet? I'm like, okay, really? That's your response to me getting a sponsorship? Okay. Cool. Like,
Yeah.
that's not like, you can't just be happy for me. Like,
Yeah.
I got the stream gifts thing and they're like, why am I not, I was on the list. Why haven't I gotten it yet? I'm like, well, like, it really, okay.
That's
not-
why it's important to not compare yourself to others.
Right.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like she said, jealousy is everywhere. I mean, where I
Yeah,
worked
it
in the
is.
OR, it's even in the OR. It's like, oh, you got to work with this doctor today. Why didn't I get to work with that doctor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I
Even
think
like,
it's very much part of jealousy. Is
just
very
culture.
part. Yeah, culture and just kind of innate in our nature. I feel like.
Jealousy comes
Yeah.
with easy sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, like even when she was talking about the partnership, like when I made affiliate earlier this year, my buddy, I was talking to my buddies about it. He goes, "Oh, well, I mean, I've been grinding too. Why can't I get that?" I was like, "Well, I mean, are you not gonna just congratulate me, man? We'll like grind together."
You should have told him. I don't know why. It's really easy, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, no, I would tell him. I was like, "Dude, I mean, you gotta be on more than 1 hour at a time.
You just gotta do it. You just gotta do the work.
You gotta grind." That's what I would tell him. He's like, "Well, I don't want to put the work in." I was like, "Well,
Well,
then don't be
there's your
jealous
problem.
and just be happy."
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
can't get anywhere without. Well, I shouldn't say that. Well, that's not true. I put in a lot of work before I even started streaming to
Yeah.
get affiliate within the minimum 7 days that you have to stream.
Mhm.
But I mean, I didn't just do nothing and like push the button on Twitch and like get affiliate like that.
Yeah.
But people were like, well, how did you get it so fast? Why did you get it so fast? I'm like, well, I spent every single day in Twitch streams and building my reputation on Twitch before I even started streaming
Yeah.
because I was just trying to make friends, not trying to stream. I was just being with people because that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like we've all had a moment of jealousy, probably. Like, you'll go in and like look at your Twitch follows and you'd be like, oh my god, this guy has like 50 or 100 views or something. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
it's like a passing thing. You're like, no, I'm that was dumb. Why did I care about that?
Yeah, I mean, it happens, but it's one of those things you get over it.
Yeah, and then eventually you're like, you see that stuff. Oh, it's like, oh, that's awesome. So congratulations, and you
Yeah,
you
exactly.
eventually learn to get past that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like for me, it would be cool to have partnerships, the G Fuel or Gamer Subs or the other the
Advanced
funny one.
GG. No,
Yeah.
no, Sneak. Yeah, but there's also advanced GG.
Yeah.
And
But
yeah,
like
Snake,
to
yeah.
have any of those as a partner would be an honor. Obviously G Fuel is probably going to be the one that's like tier 1. You're you're going to have to really really grind to get that one. But like there are some that are super easy to get and there are others that are not.
hmm
And it's like when anybody for me obviously there's always that little bit of jealousy. It's like, dude, I can't believe you got that. I'm super jealous. Like I wish I could have that, and get, whatever it is that you're getting, as far as what they're paying you for selling whatever it is that you're selling. I like No Name Nerds is another one that has been out for a while. I've actually gotten affiliated with them recently, and nobody's bought anything with my code or whatnot, but like, I at least have that out there. What do you have? But with anything else, it's just like we always have that little bit of jealousy. Like, man, I wish I could have that.
Hmm.
Like, what do I have to do to get that? How long is it going to take me to get that? And also like with the whole partnership, it's just like, okay, well, I'm the only thing I need to get for partnership is getting an accumulative of 75 views for however long it is for the month or 2 weeks or whatever it is. And then I can apply for it. But I'm not even close to that yet. The most I've had in my stream at one time is 100, and I had them in there for an hour, and then that was it. I never saw
Yeah.
any of those guys
Mhm.
Well,
again.
those
So
numbers either they don't go to your
Like average.
yeah, well they don't go to your your altogether average. Sorry, somebody just did like an
Yeah.
over talk text to speech, and I was like, wait, oh my god, my brain.
Oh,
I
you're
can't-
good. You're good.
You're
You're
No,
good.
you're good. Yeah, you're good.
I'm just mad right now because I got the dogs out of the house and I still have dogs like from our neighbor's house that are
I was gonna
barking.
say.
Oh, you're good.
but like we all, I think we're on the same level of everybody has their own little bit of jealousy when it comes to certain things, and that's never going to go away.
Yeah.
So
I think it's human nature at that point.
Yeah.
it truly is.
I mean, like saying like, well, like, oh, being that's amazing for you. I'm totally jealous. I wish I could have that is one thing than saying
Yeah.
like, why didn't I get that? Like, that's
Yeah.
the kind of jealousy I'm not okay with. Like,
Mhm.
if you were to come to me and say, I'm so jealous that you got a gamer advantage partnership, but I'm so happy you have it. Let me use your code. Like, that's like almost like kind of a form of like flattery in a way, because it's like, well, you got that. I see why you got that because you have the XYZ, and I would totally jealous. I would love to be like you, but I don't have that because I'm not there yet. I think that's that's okay. There's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with like accepting the fact that you're jealous of somebody because of where they're at in their life. Like, that's always going to happen. Like, you can't pretend that you're not jealous of a person that just like bought like a huge house and you're like, sitting in this apartment. It's like, well, no, but I have to be happy for the things I have, at the same time. I do have a roof
Yeah.
over my head.
Yeah. Well, so
It's being able to move past that.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
I was gonna say Bionic and I are in this Discord server which was started by Red Queen. Which if y'all want a link to that, I can give you one. But it's basically a Destiny 2 community for streamers, particularly smaller streamers, and they help a lot of people get their affiliate status. And a lot of these people have only been streaming for like, I know people like Boot. He's only been streaming for what, 4 months or so, and he's already almost got as many viewers as I do. But I can't compare myself to that because I didn't
Yeah.
have this community 2 years ago, and so you can't like. It's not the same. It's not. You're trying to compare apples to oranges. It's not.
Right.
It's not gonna
Like,
translate.
I've had people tell me that. They're like, well, how did you, like, people have asked me, because I have a stream team and I'm an affiliate.
Mhm.
Like, well, how did you do that? I want one. And I'm like, well, I just got one given to me because I sat on a call with someone for about 2.5 hours, and I told them of my vision for like this Discord that I had for LGBTQ people. And I was like, they wanted to make basically like a team on this gaming gauntlets, which we're not a part of it anymore for various reasons, but because we left, we pulled back, not them. And he surprised me, and he's like, this isn't hinging on a partnership with us. This is just, I wanted to do something for you because this is what I do, for the people that I believe in.
Mhm.
And when I tell people that, they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, you can't just like you can ask any partner can make 3 stream teams.
Uh-huh.
If they want to give up one of those spots to you, then sure, you can have a stream team. But what are you going to do with it? There's really no like benefit to a stream team on Twitch. It's just kind of like a status thing more than anything. So
Yeah.
and you can see revenue, you can see their stats and stuff, so you can track that, which is great to an extent. So
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the other thing is that like everybody's personality is different. So some people are going to be more accustomed to doing this than say I am. People are going to be more naturally outgoing and like charismatic and like just be able to interact with chat a lot better than I can. And even if they've only been started like doing it for a little bit, they're going to already have that advantage because that's just who they are. And I can't complain about that. I can't be jealous of that. I mean, I can be jealous of that, but I shouldn't be.
Yeah, to an
Yeah.
extent. And it's one of those things that you either have the tenacity to speak with somebody while you're on camera, or you don't. It's like you can start to stream and you can see how it goes, and then if you feel like, oh well, this just isn't for me, then you don't stream anymore. It's like, okay, cool, you did that one stream for what,
Mhm.
2 hours, and then you're done. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
But Zelda, can you please stop screaming? Thank you.
But to tie this into our topic, I do think that jealousy plays a lot into why people are always like complaining about titty streamers and stuff, because they see their success and they think it's because of how they look, and they're like, I don't have that, and I'm a dude, I don't have boobs, so I can't get viewers because I'm not good looking and attractive and stuff.
But I have a beard.
You do have a beard. I don't even have a beard, man. What am I gonna do?
So John, does that mean you have to stream shirtless now? I mean,
Maybe. I mean, I could keep working on these
Kyle
man
does it.
boobs.
Kyle does it.
That's true. I
I
just need to
give
eat
crap
more.
about it all the time. It's like, bro, where's your shirt? Somebody asked me to take it off.
Movies.
Okay. As long as you don't get banned for it, do whatever you want, bro.
I might just wear some low cut shirts, maybe.
Oh, there you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, do the V-necks.
Yeah. V-neck sweaters.
That-
There we go.
And it's almost Halloween. Go get a fake beard too. There you go.
Well, I mean, even guys like,
So if I got
like
fake cleavage, do you think people would be? I mean, if I just like put a cleavage thing over me, and think it's the same thing?
you could like you should like wear the shirt that has like cleavage on it.
Yeah. that
Oh
would-
yeah, get the shirt with the bikini on.
Although
it, dude.
I wonder, like, is that against TOS?
I don't know.
You know, like, or if I got the dude one with like, it's just his shirt off. You know,
It's like a ripped guy. That would be fantastic, actually.
yeah.
You guys should do a duo stream with that.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
That would be pretty funny.
John, we're the guy one, and Enviro we're the other one.
No, do the opposite.
Oh, do the opposite?
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
even better.
Yeah.
That would be even better. Of course, John's wife is gonna be like, honey,
What is that about?
serious?
Yeah. And if
It's
my
just
wife
a
told me to do
meme,
something like
just we're
that.
doing it, it's fine.
I just need to find an anime girl shirt that'll work.
Yeah. There you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah.
My wife
I'm
would
sure
see
we
me in
can
something like
find
that.
one.
She'd be like, I don't even want to know.
Mm-hmm. But like, so what I was going to say is like, even guys, they'll like, the more professional streamers will dress nice and like fix up their hair so it looks better and stuff. So, I mean, there's still an aspect of that even with male streamers,
Oh, this
because
is
you
roll
want
out
to
of
look
bed
good
here.
on camera, man. You want to look nice.
This is a roll out of bed right here.
I can tell.
So no beard
Yeah.
combing, no hair combing, nothing.
Oh, I comb the beard, but that's about
Okay.
it. I don't.
This
comb the
this
hair.
is straight out of the shower, no combing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no-
mean, it happened.
no gel or nothing.
This is mom hair,
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
And Vira's got nice hair.
Yes.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
Try.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. So any final thoughts on this before we jump into our next thing?
I mean, obviously, personally, I'm not into the whole big titty streamer or doing the whole sexuality thing. I mean, there was actually one person that was recently banned on Twitch because she came straight out said, "I'm a titty streamer," and she thought it would be cool to sit in her chair and before we had the whole DMCA thing happen, play the rap music and whatnot and sit there and bounce in her chair and. Enviro, I hate to say it, but she's bigger than both you and I are.
Oh, good.
And yeah,
Yes.
and
Good. No, good. Oh, goodness. Sorry.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Good. I'm like, what am I
Like,
doing?
she's a little big, okay? But anyway, she would sit there and she would bounce in her chair, and then she'd sit there and lick her lips sexually. And it's like, I'm sorry, that's against TOS.
Yeah.
She
There's
got
one thing to be like. There's one thing to be a cam girl, and there's another to
Mhm.
be a person that
Yeah.
that like. Because I mean, have you seen the show Cam? Like the movie Cam? I watched that. It's actually really good. I watched it because it was like it's like a horror thriller movie, and I love horror. So I was like, I'm gonna just watch this, whatever, by myself. Nobody's gonna like judge me for watching
Right.
this. So I watched it, and I'm like, this is really fucking good, and
Mm.
like it a lot of the cam girl stream. It's about like this cam girl streamer that has her identity stolen, and they try to become her anyway. But a lot of the interaction, I'm like, oh my god, that looks like Twitch. Like they're doing bits, they're doing stuff like that, and like for her to like get in a pool, or for her to, and it's not even like her shirt is off. Like it's
Yeah.
just stuff
Mhm.
like that. And
Yeah.
that's like it's not even like completely
I
naked.
I think that's why Twitch
There's
has that stuff in their TOS, is because
Right.
they don't
Yeah.
want to become that kind of website.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't. And what's funny,
Yeah, I
and,
really don't want them to.
you know, it's funny when we talk about this. There is actually a streaming website that allows you to stream fully nude.
I mean, there's a lot
And
of
I'm
those.
just like, that's not me. That is not me.
those
You'll
are
never
those
see
are
me on that
different types of
website. No.
websites.
There are.
Yeah.
But they play video games just like we do. But they have the opportunity to stream naked if they want.
Mm.
Like, yeah,
All right.
I'm good. But
Well, if
but
you
yeah,
want that,
you know.
go there for that. You don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah,
Go there.
exactly.
All right. Well, I think that wraps it up for our main two topics. But we do have two new guests today, so we're gonna do our guest interview, which I'm pretty excited about. So we'll start with DJ Skids first. So who are you, and what do you do right now for work or hobbies or whatever?
Well, obviously DJ Skids. And the name, I'm an actual DJ. I've been a DJ for 20 years, coming up in November.
I did not know that. Oh my god.
I didn't either.
Sorry.
That's hilarious.
Learn something new every day.
This is
But,
why we have you on.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
I'm a single mom. You know, Zelda. I think I know Enviro knows the story. I think, but I don't think John, you do. Zelda was a complete surprise. I didn't know I was pregnant for 9 months.
I
I
think
was
I
actually.
think I might have. I think I'd
I
forgot
was-
that.
I was camping, and everything just they kind of went from there. So thank God I didn't have her in the woods. I was actually at a hospital when I had her, but
Yeah,
you know,
that's good.
it is what it is. As far as work, I am currently not working, unless I mean obviously streaming is a job. So that's technically my full-time job right now, until I find something else. And am I gonna find something else due to the pandemic? I don't know. But I am looking. I've got different things that I'm doing to help me find a job. So hopefully that will turn around here soon.
Hmm.
As far as hobbies, obviously DJing being one, video games being another. Um, but you know, I think mommy duties take 100% over of all of that. I try to stream when she's asleep. Obviously this is okay. I'm not worried about streaming now, but you know, it's just one of those things that it takes over above anything else. And you know, I, I I do what I can to make sure she has everything she needs, and she's got food in her tummy and stuff over her butt so she doesn't go on
Right.
the floor. So-
Yeah, at some point I want to. We'll do a discussion on like parenting and streaming and stuff, and trying to balance the two lives of that. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That'll be a good one. That will
Yeah.
definitely be a good
hopefully it'll be good.
one. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, nothing too fancy in my life.
Yeah. All right. What about yourself, Bionic?
Well, I used to work in the OR for about 10 years. I'm a certified surgical technologist. I actually teach it now at the local community college. I'm a father of 3. I've been married for about 15 years. So, and then I play video games
Yeah.
on the side. So, yeah.
That's awesome, man. So what is your all's background in gaming, and what consoles did you grow up on? And what were your favorite games? You can
Oh,
go.
man.
Yeah.
Like Clintus, started off with that Atari. You know, got that, and then just kind of went up from there. You know, you got Nintendo, and then you know your friends had the Super Nintendo, so you'd always be at their house playing that, and you know, then your mom gets you the 64, and you know, and then the cousins have the brand new PlayStation that came out, so you're over there playing that. I've had the GameCube. I've had the 360 for Xbox. I have a Switch. In fact, I still do have a GameCube and a 64. I was able to actually find those.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Don't have any of the Game Boys. I had one, but no longer have those.
Oh, okay.
And if it comes to a PC game, honestly, it's gonna be like The Room. I don't know if you guys know the Room series, but I've played The Room, and
I kind of know
I've
it.
also it's kind of like a Da Vinci Code type
Mm-hmm.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've played those. I've actually done those on stream.
My first thought was Silent Hill, but I was like, no, that's a different game.
Oh yeah, no, those are like puzzle games. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've also got the Da Vinci Da Vinci Room or something like that.
I have no idea.
I've got that one as well, and they just came out with a part 2 of that, and I wouldn't mind snagging that one if I could.
That's cool. Yeah.
But yeah, PC games are kind of like way down at the bottom, but like console games are way at the top.
Gotcha. And if y'all don't know, DJ is related to Clintus.
Yes, I am. I am his cousin. if anybody wants to know. I don't have the dirty, but I mean,
Yeah.
What do you mean? On Clintus or just in general?
both.
Both?
Sorry, I had to. You just set that up.
And so, what about yourself, Bionic? What's your background, man?
Well, I mean, I've been playing video games since I was yay big. Grew up with the original not the Super Nintendo, the original Nintendo. You know, where you had to blow the cartridge every once in a while to be able to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Speed running Mario with my brothers. That way we could beat it in a day because it wouldn't save for us. I grew up in a house where my parents were divorced, and so my dad was always getting us the next system that would come out, just to kind of like one up my mom, I guess.
Sure.
So we always had the newest system, like the PlayStation and the GameCube and the Nintendo 64 and all those. So we've been playing those since for forever. I got the Nintendo Switch, I got the Xbox, the PS4. My son's got a PS4. Yeah, I love playing first-person shooters. Used to play a lot of Call of Duty, and then switched over to some Halo. And that Halo brought me over to Destiny.
So, which Halo did you start out with? Because I think
Halo 3.
Halo 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
My younger brother found it, and a bunch of his friends were like, "You need to come try Halo 3 out." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll check it out." I was like, "I'm pretty much a Call of Duty guy," and they're like, "No, you need to come try this out. It's really fun."
That makes sense because I believe the Call of Duty
Go.
team, which Infinity Ward, they were originally with EA, so they made the original Medal of Honor games, and so that would have been around the same time as the first Halo, I think.
Yeah, and then I switched over to PC because of my younger brother, and he's like, "You need to come play PC and try WoW out," and that was before Destiny came out, or Destiny 2 came out, and I enjoy the story of WoW, but it's like to keep up with it is almost too much.
I mean, we like grinding, but not that much, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like to grind, and it's like almost just a little bit too much for me because to keep up with everything going on in the game is just I can't do that and this.
I don't
keep up with the family life.
Personally, I don't think the sense of progression is fast enough in WoW.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But then I brought him over.
Wow.
Yeah, I brought him over last weekend to play Destiny and did a raid, and he's like, "My mind's blown. I don't even know what to do." So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
Brought him to the dark side.
Yeah.
Well, we did Leviathan. He goes, "What raid are we gonna do?" I was like, "We'll do Leviathan." He goes, "Okay, sure."
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there telling.
That's the first raid, is it not?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I haven't
do
done
this.
one. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
All good,
I'm like,
man.
I was like, do this and do this. He goes, "What am I supposed to press?" I was like, just stand here and do this and shoot this, or go in here and do this. He's like, "Look, I'm used to like healing everybody because I play a healer in WoW." I was like, "Well, you're on a warlock. Just drop your rift and heal everybody, and then go do this."
Duh.
I mean, come on.
But yeah, DJ, if you want to do any raids, he can. I'm don't
Yeah.
want to assume, but I'm thinking he's going to be doing it pretty much all week next week. So.
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm on Xbox, so unless he's on Xbox,
Oh, that's
I
true.
can't
That's
do
true.
'em, so.
Well, then hit up Red Queen then.
The only
I might
time
have
I'm
to.
not
Yeah.
doing raids is Tuesday. I'll do GMs on Tuesday, and then I switch over to raids.
Gotcha.
So
I
Nice.
still need to do a GM.
I think
I got 3 more days basically.
I think someone's wanting to do one later on tonight. So
Oh, okay. I might hit you up on that
yeah,
Very
if you got a spot.
I think we might. I mean, I can talk
Awesome.
them into it for
All
sure.
right. All right.
It's your friend Boot.
Oh, I don't want to play with him.
Hey, I don't know if I want to play with him
Yeah.
or not, but
So much love.
Never
I
mind.
don't know if I want to carry Boot too. No,
All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about yourself? You got any like projects or orgs or any streams you got going on this next week? And if not, you can just give us your streaming schedules. That'll also work.
I typically stream. It's been 6 nights a week lately. I take Mondays off, and then Sundays are community movie nights, and then Tuesdays are community game nights.
Mm-hmm.
So
what games are
trying
you
to
doing
get
for your community?
I have marbles on stream, and then I think I have 1 or 2 of the Jackbox parties.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
I wouldn't mind getting the one that Bronc was playing, Fall Guy.
Fall Guys. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah, the only thing I was disappointed about in it is that even if you get a code, you still have to buy the game.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed
I'm
about
like,
that too. Well, then I found out
what?
it's free for PlayStation this coming week.
See, that's
For the
total
month.
BS. I'm
Oh,
sorry. That's
for the whole one?
Yeah, I think it's a PlayStation Plus game for the month.
Oh, well then that's fine. I'll get it then. And I'll
I
just
mean,
play it on.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about too. And two, just hooking my PlayStation back up and playing it on PlayStation.
I have PlayStation Plus, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they bring it for Xbox and they do it for free on Xbox, okay, cool. You know,
I mean, Xbox does get a lot of free stuff on Game Pass, though.
They
And
do.
they're
Yeah.
getting
they do.
Destiny
Yeah.
expansion on Game Pass, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not till next year. That's the sad part. Everybody
Oh,
else gets it
really?
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was in
it's not till
November.
No, everybody. If you want to buy it in November, you can. But for Xbox X or One, whatever, it's not coming out till 2021.
Oh,
So
okay.
For the Series
Okay.
X?
That's different. I didn't know that.
I think the X series in itself, so Xbox like One X.
So the Series X is gonna be the next gen. There's
Mm-hmm.
probably the Series X, and there might be a Series Y, which is like a lower powered version of the next gen console.
Yeah, I mean, if they drop it all for Xbox in November, just like PC, then I may get it. But I mean,
Mhm.
it'll just depend on.
Well, I would probably Google that, guys, just in
Well,
case.
I have the article on it. I mean, I can
Okay,
send it to you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
later,
yeah.
But
Yeah, send it to us. I would like to read it.
Yeah.
It says
Yeah.
Because I don't want to
Xbox
like give
X,
people
so-
false info, you know?
Yeah.
Well, so the reason I say this because I believe the Series X is releasing this holiday, so it might be the actual version for the Series X, like Destiny 2 for Series X, because they're gonna have its own copy, so it's gonna be more optimized. It's gonna have that 60 FPS and stuff. So that is probably what they're talking about.
Gotcha.
Okay. So it says this is significant and to me represents a pretty watershed moment for the gaming industry.
Watershed.
Watershed. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. It didn't look right. Anyway, so Bungie is no longer owned by Microsoft. So it is doing this as a third party. It is effectively offering Game Pass subscribers Beyond Light series on Series X and PC later in 2021 as part of PC Game Pass for free.
Okay.
And with cross save between PS4, Steam, and Xbox, that expands its reach further. The Game Pass edition also means you can play Destiny on certain mobile devices through that system now too.
Okay. So 2021.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah, that's one of the things I forgot to hit on earlier. Is that a lot of for the crossplay discussion? Is that a lot of Xbox games are now coming to PC, and so you have a lot of crossplay between those platforms, which has been really nice. And also, Halo is gonna be the multiplayer is gonna be free to play and run at 120 FPS on an Xbox Series X if you have a TV that supports it, which is
Yeah.
kind of nuts.
Um,
I'll just
Yeah.
play it on my PC.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it also
Yeah,
says
yeah, yeah.
too that the news that Bungie was bringing Destiny 2 to Xbox Game Pass, not just the base game, which is already free to play, but all of its paid expansions, including Forsaken, Shadowkeep, and to everyone's surprise, this fall's Beyond Light.
That's really cool. I love that they're
So,
doing that.
with the
Yeah,
Game
that
Pass,
is really
that's
cool.
going to be free. I'm going to be able to get it. I'm super stoked. So,
Hmm. So, Bionic, what's your streaming schedule gonna look like this next week?
My stream schedule pretty much every week looks like Mondays off and then 6 nights a week. I start around 5:30, 6 o'clock Eastern, Tuesday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday around 1 o'clock Eastern. And then I usually just go until I just can't go anymore most nights. Just because I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work. And so I usually stay on until like 12, 12:30 at night, and then get a couple hours sleep and get up the next morning. And then
Seems
some
fair.
days I crash when I get home.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So
I
Sounds
forgot to
good.
mention I start at 8:30 Pacific, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good to know. And what's your stream schedule gonna be this next week, Enviro?
I stream Monday through Thursday, 2 p.m. Central until about 1 a.m. Central, and then I stream Saturdays from 2 o'clock till 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. So, and that's U.S. Central Standard Time. I learned today that there is actually another Central Standard Time, not in the United States. So I didn't
Oh,
know.
wow.
really,
Hmm.
Yeah, because I'm playing with I'm in a raid or a kind of like Sherpa and raid group.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
didn't know
that
that.
you're doing
Yeah.
your garden with earlier.
yeah. And that's who I've been doing all the raids with, honestly.
awesome.
And then we just been doing dungeons after, we'll just clear up and stuff. So
Yeah, I don't know who
yeah,
is
2
like
p.m.
doing your.
not 2 a.m. I don't know if
I don't know
said
who
that,
is
2
doing
p.m.
your Sherpa, but like, I really like the sound of his voice. So
Oh, Silent?
yeah,
Yeah, his
probably.
name's Silent, Silent Service on Twitch. But
Yeah.
I met all of them through that streamer that I won't name, who used to stream the Destiny directory.
Gotcha.
And then once we all that
Mm-hmm.
community kind of devolved, they started up this basically based on a lot of what they did and their LG, which is really great.
That's cool. Yeah, very good.
Good.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode, everybody. I guess I could give my own streaming schedule. I stream right now. I'm doing Monday through Friday from 5 to 9 p.m. Central, and on Saturday we're just gonna do a podcast. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I want to start doing some YouTube content, so I'll probably put the podcast on there. I might pick one of the streamer raids that we do on a Thursday, Friday, and put that up on YouTube as well. But I also just want to record some single player stuff to put up as well. But I don't know, it might be a lot of work, and I don't know how much time I have between family and streaming and work. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. We'll be back next Saturday. If anybody ever wants to be on the podcast or part of our streamer raids that we do every Thursday or Friday, let me know. You can hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Twitter at, I think, JourneyJohn. I think it's my Twitter.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
I should probably know that for sure. But yeah, what's everybody else's Twitter handle? We'll just go DJ and then around the circle.
It's just straight DJ Skids 24, no underscore or anything.
All right. And Bionic?
It's just BionicBronc, no numbers, no underscores, no spaces.
And Enviro.
And I'm at Enviro Joe, at Enviro_Joe, and on all platforms but Twitch. So.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm glad everybody was willing to be on. We don't always do. Yeah. It's all good. The subject this week was a little bit sensitive, so I appreciate everybody being willing to talk about it and stuff.
Yeah,
But we usually try to keep it a little bit lighter. So occasionally we'll have these kind of discussions, and I think it went pretty well. I enjoyed it. But
Deep dive.
yeah. Next week we'll probably just talk about more general stuff. So
All right, we'll take care, guys.
all right.
Yeah.
See y'all around. Bye bye.
All right,
Bye.
bye.